my God. You gotta hit the subscribe button right away. Hello and welcome back to the Flour Gold Wizard channel. Today we're going to be sticking a little bit closer to home, actually at home. I was all loaded up in the truck. Me and Rigby were on our way to go mining. It warmed up a little bit. I was going to do a little mining on my favorite creek, but let me pan around here. It's really foggy and it's not good, and it's just about freezing, so that's going to start freezing to the road. So you know, I take the chance. We're gonna stick around home here. There's Rigby right there. And we're gonna run some black sand, and I'll show you why. Back in a bit. And here's why. This is my ice fishing sled. Well, guess what I like to put in my ice fishing sled? Ice fishing equipment. And that's pretty tough to do when there's 800 pounds of black beach sand in there. So I've got some equipment all lined up over here. I've got a new silicone mat installed in one of the trays of my gold cube right here. All right, this is the high-low V mat that I got a form from Alan Robertson, and I originally tested it out in my long 6-inch steel stud sluice for testing purposes, but I soon realized that particular style of mat really likes a lot of water flow and really likes a lot of pitch to get that roiling action in these grooves in here. Let me see if I can get a little side profile of that. Oh yeah, and because especially with this black sand, it just takes so much to get that stuff moving and roiling. You want to get it just right, and the gold cube is a modern day miracle. I mean, Mike Pung, when he designed this thing, he was using his brains. It's ingenious. The mats they come with do work. They're a little bit tough to clean out, so I just, I like playing around with stuff anyway, so I went ahead and installed these silicone mats in this tray here. And silicone mats are 100% proven to catch gold. The gold does stick to it. And then in the next tray, I've got the sawtooth mat I got from Washington Beach Mining. Rob out there, let me see if I can give you a little profile of that. Sure. And that stuff is also proven to catch gold, and it's really easy to clean out, and that's why I like that. And on my top, the slick tray here, I'll get my brick off there. Darn it. Here's my slick tray, cube tray. And I've just got my Menards flooring low profile matting in there I use to prospect the beach. It cleans out so fast I can tell right away if I'm on gold or not. So we're going to get this stuff set up actually on my pond. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And then we're going to run that whole sled today, I think. And then after that, I'm going to run it over my new cleanup sluice mat. I made this out of another form I got from Alan Robertson. It's a real low, almost like a low profile sawtooth like this. I went ahead and I added one mat of the U mat I had left over, the high-low, and then the rest of that is that this profile right here. It's kind of real low pro sawtooth for just cleaning up purposes, and it fits right in my 6-inch stud here, and that's what we're going to clean up with today. So let me start getting set up on the pond. Back in a bit. All right, I'd be willing to bet that some of you haven't seen how I have my beach mining set up here, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown. This sluice here is basically a tailings diverter, because when you run this gold cube, say into a tub or something, you're always you're pulling water out of the tub and you're putting sand in the tub, and you're always taking this down and setting it back up. Well, when I'm running on the beach, I could put this whole system right over a tub and put a 5-gallon pail in that tub right off the end of that thing. And when I take this cube off of here, that thing's still set up. And here's basically my undersluice with my first cube tray. And I've got these little legs installed on here. And this basically just holds my cube at a nice, at a level pitch here, up and down this way. And it really works. It works really great. Originally I was, planning on catching gold in there, and if I feed that sluice, I can definitely still catch gold in there. But with the advancements in the matting systems that I've been working on over the past, year or two, I just don't see the need for it other than convenience. And it really is convenient. I slap this baby together on the beach, and I'm styling. I mean, I don't worry about anything. I just put this thing together and it's ready to go. So let me show you what else I got going on here. Pop this camera. See, I'm sitting here at home on my pond. Here's my little pond here. I got a little swimming beach and whatnot. And there are fish in here. I might even fish a little while I'm doing this. But I just drilled the hole right here. I got a battery, and there's no need to change water, nothing. I'm just gonna run as much sand as I can and let the tailings run right into this hole into my pond. Talk about easy. So let me get some water running here. There we go. Water is running. I got some sand set up right here. And off we go. And I know there's gold in this stuff here, because I've seen it. So let me pound a whole bunch of these in there, and we'll take a look at it. Back in a bit. All right, as you can see, I've got, half pail run or so. And it's not the best stuff I've ever seen. Matter of fact, far from it. But there is some gold in here. I sent some of this stuff off to Utah Avalanche and to do some testing for me, and he didn't find a whole lot in this stuff either. But I just kind of scraped the top of that sled in there. So there's probably 15 pails in there, and they all didn't come out of the same hole. So it's kind of a mixed bag. So we'll see if we can do any better. So for right now, I do see some gold. Like there's a piece there, another one in there, and right there's a small piece, and there's a couple of scattered about here and there. And I haven't let this thing clear out very long yet. I'm kind of running a little bit fast. I got a lot of material to get through today, so we'll take a little look in there, see what our nuts are looking like. Looks like they're running quite well, actually. Staying about half full, which is right where you want them. I don't want any gold going over them to come in contact with that silicone, so it at least slows it down enough to drop into the next riffle over. And even the couple of seconds I let this clear out a little bit, I'm already seeing more specks of gold in this stuff. There's starting to show up all over now. So we're gonna go ahead and get busy with this. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and you know what time it is. That's right. Hey, let's do a quick little video update. I've got one full pail run through there, and look at the gold I'm seeing in here. There's actually quite a bit more than I figured there'd be. It's pretty much all over the place, all the way down here, and it's scattered pretty much everywhere in here. There's quite a few, and I've been using my snuffer here, and as I see them, I just go ahead and grab them like that. And we're getting a nice little pile in the bottom of there. Oh, well, I don't know how big the pile is, but you get the gist of it. See, now it's cleaning out here. It's starting to show up 3-4 at a time here. So we're doing pretty darn good. Look inside of there, they're showing up. I'm digging it. We're gonna keep going. Back in a bit. guess those dogs are having a little bit of fun too. That's right. All right. Gonna take just a minute here. Grab a cold brewski and a snack. Look at here. It's got some chocolates left over from Christmas. Wife said, get them out of the house. So I did. All right, chew on one of them. Grab my boys here. Boys need a snack too, ain't it? Mm-hmm. I'll bust that in half. There you go, one for you. And one for you. All right. Hey, he's out of here. Yep, you're welcome. Back in a bit. Let me take just a minute to show you why I like to use this particular mat on my slick tray, my cube here, for prospecting the beach. As you can see that no, there's gold in it. Where's my deal here? You know, there's some gold there, and there's actually quite a bit starting to show up right in areas like right there. You can pretty much see gold all over this thing. And I just take this here paintbrush, and I'll go ahead and I'm totally aggressive with this top tray here. My main capture mats are the two below this one here. Will this top mat catch gold? Absolutely 110%. I don't even know if it's capturing 50% of the gold, and I don't really care. But it's telling me if I'm on a good part of the beach or not. And it works for me. And now you see I brushed all that sand off to the side a little bit. Now look at the gold showing up all the way up. All the way up on the sides here where I brushed. Okay. All the black sand is gone. All that's left is the gold. Look at that. All the way across. That's why I like this thing. I throw a scoop on there from one part of the beach. I take this and I just give it a brush like that. And a lot of the gold stays right in here. Then I'll take this, give it a little squirt, and I'll suck a bunch of that stuff up, and that's what I've been doing all morning here. And this thing is getting quite a nice little pile of black sand in it, but there's definitely a bunch of gold in there. I've been doing really well. I'm gonna run this one pail right here through there, and then I'm gonna do a cleanup. I got 2 tubs here. I'm gonna run the sawtooth mat in one and the silicone mat in the other, and we're gonna see what's what. Back in a bit. All right, I got it turned off, and I was just about to dump those in my buckets here, and I just want to show you this silicone mat right here. Look at the gold. You can see in the mats right there already. I just took that top indicator mat off of there, and I can spot gold up in here. But what really caught my eye quickly was down here. Look at that piece right there. That is a nice piece for beach gold. That is a monster. I can see there's quite a few rocks in here that I didn't have this stuff screened down, and that, you know, every once in a while I'll stop and I'll yank those out of there, so I will do that. But things are looking really good. I can see gold all the way through this. There's another piece right there. So I think we're doing really well. I'm really excited to see that piece right there in particular. So let me set the camera back up, and we'll get to it. Back in a bit. Piece of cake. we're back to running. All right, that's it. 10 pails. Got her empty. We've been running 5 hours. Right around 2 an hour. Well, exactly. I don't have any more in there. There's a little bit of black sand in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush that all off. I'm gonna let this run a little while, and so I don't have as much black sand to pan through. Get some of this stuff put off into the shop where it's nice and warm, and we're gonna do some cleaning up. Back in a bit. All right, we're back in the shop where it's warm. I tell you what, just sitting out there in a chair for 5 hours and 31 degrees, that'll get you cold. Hands red too. Let's take a look at what we've got. All right, this tub here is my sawtooth mat, which I had on the very bottom of the set of my gold cube. This is the silicone mat that I made from Alan Robertson's mold, and I'm excited about that. I mean, we saw the gold that was in there before, and I'd like to show you the Chris Lilly rock of the day. Found this in one of them pails. Look at that thing. Just your run-of-the-mill old brown rock with a bunch of quartz built right into it. Isn't that neat? That is fantastic. Oh, he's gonna like that. I gotta find somewhere to throw that. And then last but not least, we have the gold that I've been snuffering off the indicator tray up on top. And then there's gonna be really good gold in here because you know, some shovels or half pails I didn't see any gold, and then some I'd get 10, 15 specks out of one little scoop. And all in all, I think this is going to be really good. This might even be the best stuff. That mat up there was really holding on to some stuff. So we're going to find out one way or the other. I did change my mind. I'm not going to run that stuff over my new cleanup sluice for a couple of reasons. One, I want to see how much gold is in that silicone mat, and I want to keep them separated. And there's just not enough sand there to you know, justify utilizing this. I mean, it probably wouldn't even fill it up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my time and pan this stuff out, and we'll get to the bottom of it. Back in a bit. All right, we got her done. Lots and lots of panning. There was a little bit more black sand there than I thought. Here's what I got off my indicator mat right here. And that's all gold. You can see while you're feeding the gold cube. That's how you tell if you're on a good spot on the beach. You start finding gold like that as you're feeding. You know, brush it off and snuffer it up. That's what you want to be doing. And moving on, this is the silicone mat results. There's a good amount in there. It's probably, I would say, probably double or so of what we got off the indicator mat. You know, that's the big hauler there. That's what was doing the majority of the work. And then what that let through into my sawtooth mat wasn't much, not much at all. There was just a few pieces there, so I'm pretty darn happy with that silicone mat I installed in there. Hey, here's that gold all together. Doesn't look too darn bad all in the same pile now, does it? Now, I've had way better days than this, and I've had worse days than this, and it's only 10 pails. So I would call this mediocre to low. But we still had a good time, and we're at home, and it was very convenient. Hey, and that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Flour Gold Wizards. That gold's going in the can. The fog shut us down on our favorite creek, but we did a little bit of testing here at the homestead. The silicone mat worked pretty darn good, my gold cube, so I'll keep it in there. I got my fishing sled emptied out. I can load that baby up with my ice fishing gear and haul around my four-wheeler. Yeah. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Throw me that thumb, please. And Flour Gold Wizards out.